And welcome back. The Love Wellness Fitness Summit is a dynamic event that's actually dedicated to tackling the pressing health disparities in the community. Things such as high blood pressure, diabetes, stress, they tackle it. Join me now, the CEO of Pearle LLC, Tiah Barnes. And Tiah, how are you?
I'm well today, thank you. How are you?
Glad. I'm good. Can't complain. You know, it's been a great show and great guests. And you're here, and we're going to have this conversation because I think it's very much needed when we talk about what goes on in our community.
Absolutely.
There are a lot of health disparities, right?
Yes.
And when we talk about hypertension, and we talk about, diabetes and stress, these are things that communities of color, particularly African Americans, face on a daily basis.
Yes.
How are you dealing with it?
So not just African Americans, but my focus is the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
So a disparity such as diabetes. In the Bronx, we have the highest number of diabetes in all of New York City.
Right.
So really looking at those spaces where we could improve our health in other ways in addition to medical health.
How do you address these disparities? I think everybody's, we recognize it's prevalent, right? And we recognize it's there.
Right.
We don't want to be the worst in the county and amongst the state when it comes to health. But the fact is, yes, we are. But we also have to address some of these things and address them from a way of not just talking about it, but actually doing something about it. What's being done?
So what we do is we look at wellness, right? And so wellness and fitness, and help people to shift how they think about wellness and fitness, and provide access to different forms of wellness and fitness. So everybody might not go out for a sound healing or for yoga, but we want to provide access to the different forms of holistic wellness that will help people address those health issues.
Yeah. So what's the community's response or responsibility in this? How does the community deal with some of this?
The community's response is to show up,
right?
To come out to the event, to engage with the experts that we have at the event, to learn more about how they can address any health issues that they may be facing, or for some of us, like myself, health issues because it's been hereditary, right? So how do I address those things that I can't control because of hereditary? Well, I exercise, I meditate, I engage in order to lessen the impact of those illnesses.
Do you find that when you're bringing this issue to the forefront in our community, that there's a little bit of miseducation that's going on or a lack of awareness?
A lack of awareness, miseducation, and one of the miseducations is I don't have time. Right? You say to people, well, if you work out 30 minutes a day, you can lessen hypertension. You can lessen the impact of diabetes. And people will say, well, I don't have time for that. And I always talk about, well, think about the things that you make time for. That half hour that you sat there and watched Ratchet TV.
Right.
You could have been working out while you're watching the television and help to decrease your health concerns.
Talk to us about some more holistic approaches, because there are some very holistic approaches that we can do that really don't take a lot. You just gave a perfect case of example, but the thing that we like to give you are very nice about it is excuse. That's what we give.
Yes.
So talk to us about some more holistic approaches that maybe people could take that can be beneficial towards them.
Okay, so think about the range of ways to work out or the ways to impact our mental health. So we have mindfulness. People can guide you through meditation. Zumba, I'm also a certified Zumba instructor. Bar, which is a class which infuses Pilates and yoga and dance. I have a dance background. I went to New York City public schools and learned all forms of dance right here in my favorite borough. And just think about just taking those times and those moments to really meditate and reflect. There's so many things out there that people can address. And I tell people to find what you love. So some people come to my classes because they love Zumba.
Right.
Other people might love to do spinning classes or Soul Cycle. So just find what you love and move.
Yeah. Well, let's move people to the summit. How do they get to the summit? When's the summit and where do they go?
Absolutely. So the summit is on Saturday, September 7th. It's from 12 to 4 p.m. and it's at Sankofa House right here in the Bronx. And I chose Sankofa House because Mott Haven has the highest incidence of diabetes and high blood pressure. So I'm really looking to target that community and help people engage. They can check my website, www.pearlellc.org. We have tickets from $30, $50, but we also have scholarships. So I want to make sure everyone has access. So the excuse, like you said,
Right.
can't be money because we have scholarships for people to come for free.
Yeah, and, but we talk about access. That is a real problem for so many
Yes.
people. I mean, we talked about excuses. Yes, they're playing people guilty, and excuse is your thing, right? But if we keep it 100, access is really one of the big drivers for the disparities. What can we do? What's better? What can we do in addressing this whole access issue to make things better for our community?
Well, for me, the way I'm addressing access is to make sure people can afford to do it.
Right.
You say something like a soul cycle class. Well, a soul cycle class might cost someone $20. Well, I can't make a decision between my kids eating and going to a class. So look for ways that you can access it for free. A lot of classes are online now. That's one of the things that we learned in the pandemic is we can do it in the comfort of our homes.
Right.
So look for those free classes, classes that are given in the community, classes that are given online. There are many ways to access wellness.
And the reality is, you are access.
Yes, right
So,
here.
right there at the Soul Salon. So make sure you take part. Thank you so much for
Yes,
coming with us.
thank you.
Again, let's give them the date and time.
Yes, Saturday, September 7th from 12 to 4 p.m. here in the Bronx at Sankofa House.
All
Hope
right.
to see you all there.
Tiah, thank you so much, all righty? Want to let you know that if you want more information, please don't hesitate to get to her. And I think that website, I should say Instagram is I am Tiah Barnes, and on Facebook, Pearle, LLC.